What's my greatest fear? Drowning. I'm just kidding. There is one thing though, and this is totally off the record. I've always been totally weirded out by these inflatables. No kid's arms should be that bulgy. It just ain't natural. The greatest discovery is the underwater camera. It can be a bit tricky operating the flash at times, especially if there's jellyfish in the background. The reflections, you know? You just get spots all over the picture. My favorite sport? Well, that's easy. Water polo. I know it's kind of niche, but I think it's making a comeback. Sometimes when I want to mix things up a little, I just put on my flippers. Sure, I can control the water, but that just gets kind of boring. I hear a lot of complaints these days about whirlpools, especially from canoeists and kayakers who are always having difficulty. What's wrong with whirlpools? How else is the god of the sea supposed to relax? I'm thinking of branching out, starting my own water park franchise. Yeah, gonna call it Wetland. I'll use the ad agency that did the Got Milk ads, only I'm gonna call them the Get Wet ads. We'll find a celebrity, someone the kids really admire, like David Beckham, and then we'll throw a bucket of water over him. Sure, I'll have to get prior approval first, of course, but get this. Hey Beckham, what? Splash! Classic. I guess he'll have to protect his hair or something. The Bermuda Triangle. Now that's a common misconception. Sure, it's a sea full of monsters, but not everything gets lost. Some things just don't want to be found. Some people like to float from coast to coast. Me, I like to dive right in. Tides ain't gonna raise themselves, you get me? Ah, the tides, they are a-changin'. My favorite vacation spot used to be Crete. Great surfing, and it's right next to the old school Olympus. But now I commute to New York all the time. I just hit the waves in Barbados. I've gone off tuna these days. Now there's nothing I like more than fresh squid in its own ink. Yummy. How about this one? If we don't conserve water, we're gonna go from one extreme to another. Extreme, get it? Oh man. I make waves. Literally. There's one piece of advice I'd give my son Percy. I'd say, son, there's plenty more fish in the sea.